between the two. Well, there he is. One of the most arrogant young men to ever step into a CSW Southland ring.
Think of this buffoon being traded, hugging that drunk buffoon. That's a problem with me. And I've been beating everybody that gets in my way. It is my time for that title to be around this waist. It is time for you to go a one-on-one with this man right here, Ian Gager, a Clydesdale, a workhorse, a man of power and skill. So you put that title on tonight against me, and I will bring the title town back to title town.
Hold up. Are we going to see a fight here? Ring announcer Gene, you might want to get out of there. Cheap shot by Mulligan. That forearm connected with the jaw of Marshe, and now Gager's gonna join in. This was all a plan from the beginning. Gager and Mulligan are trying to do damage on the champion right here. Marshe is by himself. He's all alone in this. Whoa, whoa, Acid Jazz trying to come to the rescue here. And Marshe back to his feet. And Gager set out of the ring. Oh, Mulligan takes the low road and gets out of town. I guess the plans didn't work exactly to their favor. CSW Southland president of Keast.
You want to fight so bad? Here's what we're going to do. Tonight, main event. Ian Gager, Sean Mulligan, tag team match.
And Mulligan, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Mulligan makes his choice. He and Gager want to take apart Marshe Rockett. But Acid Jazz is here to back his partner. But Jazz lost out on his chance to be the CSW Southland champion at Meltdown 2. Is there going to be any jealousy between Jazz and Marshe in this tag team match later tonight? What will happen in tonight's main event? Mulligan is not true to his word after all.
Our final match of the evening will be a tag team match. The Irish Carbomb, Sean Mulligan!
The liar, the con artist, you can call him what you want, but he befriended Marshe Rockett earlier tonight into believing that he had changed his ways, that he wasn't going to manipulate people anymore, that he wasn't going to talk poorly about the Chebanse fans. What did he do? He clobbered Marshe Rockett when he least expected it. Then joined sides with the golden boy, Ian Gager.
Here they are tonight as a tag team. Here they could be conspiring to get that title off of Marshe. Maybe they just want to soften him up for next month.
Well, this is all about intensity. And all four of these participants are top contenders in the Southland heavyweight division. What happens here could have a huge effect on what happens at Dissension 4. against Marshe in the past.
Acid Jazz and Mr. L.A. himself, Marshe Rockett!
Get ready to blast off, Just Joe. We're about ready to see the CSW Southland Heavyweight Champion and the former CSW World Heavyweight Champion together as a team tonight. Here we go! And the urban sensation C-Red has got these two men very motivated tonight.
And speaking of cohesive unit, how will Marshe and Jazz work together?
Well, that's a problem because weren't they a part of a fatal four-way match for the Southland Championship at Meltdown 3 weeks ago?
If they can trust the other one.
Look at this stare down between Marshe and Gager. Now, did you notice? Gager was almost the bodyguard for Mulligan in that stare down. I got a lot of questions about this tag team war. First off, the fatal four-way match from 3 weeks ago from Meltdown. Beck, not a part of this, but Gager is. What is your opinion on that? We got action already.
Started.
It's Jazz against Gager in the early going. And we're off and running, and Jazz with a flying forearm strike, and Gager takes the low road. Now, you have a lot of good arguments, Just Joe, for the reasons how and why these teams have been formulated tonight, but there's been a lot of extenuating circumstances before. Mulligan and Gager don't get along either. Okay, they've never teamed up with before. These two were part of a triple threat against Marshe in months ago.
It doesn't seem like they're getting along tonight. It might be a case of which one can outdo the other.
And I know Jazz very well. Jazz wants to be a champion again in Chicago-style wrestling. And he misses being the CSW World Heavyweight Champion. And he wants to be the Southland Heavyweight Champion himself. You know?
Doesn't he have to get Marshe like Mulligan did earlier?
I would assume that C-Red has got both of these men on the same page, but you might be onto something. They might not see eye to eye either. Mulligan, you just see that? He's a coward. He's a literal coward. He didn't want to go toe-to-toe with Marshe in the middle of the ring, and he makes the tag right there. Mulligan is the former CSW Southland Heavyweight Champion.
And he should have no problem mixing it up with Marshe.
Technically, yes. But Marshe hit the M80 on Mulligan, so maybe it's mind games.
He's a little gunshot.
Yeah, probably. Now, Gager, on the other hand, he's had his struggles against Marshe before. I don't think Gager's ever beaten Marshe Rockett before. And I don't think Gager's defeated Jazz or even wrestled Jazz before. So Gager's got a lot to prove in this match. Drop kick by Marshe. Now the newest member of TNA Impact Wrestling's X Division. Also the CSW Southland Heavyweight Champion ever since he won the title from Mulligan. I believe it was in April earlier this year. Acid Jazz back in the ring. He remembers what the power trip had done to him at CSW Nightlife. And you know that he wants to support Marshe Rockett and C-Red in their causes against all the evil that exists. Whether it's the power trip, whether it's Elite Pain, whether it is Mulligan and Gager.
And now they're keeping Gager away from Mulligan.
Big running clothesline by Marshe Rockett.
Isolated. It looks like they are working as a cohesive unit. Meanwhile, do you see Mulligan reaching out for a tag of any sort?
Not particularly. Mulligan and Jazz wrestled to a no contest 3 weeks ago at Meltdown. They were both inserted in the four-way match in the main event of Meltdown, but neither Jazz nor Mulligan won the championship that night. And I think Jazz was just in the middle of too many bodies in that single encounter where it was every man for themselves. He was not involved in the definitive conclusion either. Acid Jazz wants to be a champion again.
Quick kick out.
Jazz won his singles match against the French Cactus at CSW Nightlife 6 days ago in Chicago. Jazz has looked pretty strong in that match. He survived the beatdowns and attacks by the power trip. He looks like he is very focused tonight on helping Marshe overcome this obstacle at intensity. Nice double team elbow. Puts down.
Here's another thought, Steve. If I'm Acid Jazz and I help Marshe Rockett, aren't I going to be in line for a title shot? What, you told me? I helped you.
Let's be real here. Whoever gets the victory in this tag team match will definitely be talking about it for a long time on social media. Oops, head to head. Mulligan sends Marshe crashing into Gager, and that's like running into a brick wall. This Golden Boy and Gager, very physically strong and tough, very young.
Oh, look, Mulligan agreed to tag.
Yeah, only when Marshe was down as they make a wish, and Marshe is having all sorts of things ripped and torn between his legs. And I'm not sure if it's love or if it's hate or if it's a combination of both.
I don't know, maybe it's Gager and Mulligan were doing something for the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah, it's very possible. It's hard to believe that at the beginning of this event, Mulligan tried to befriend Marshe Rockett.
We all believed him, too.
And he used to be one of the most lovable of the bunch. He would dance with the fans, he would celebrate with them, he would drink after the shows, he would enjoy himself. It would look as though Sean Mulligan was literally the hero of this entire town. And then it changed. Why did it change, Just Joe? Why did Mulligan turn into this vicious, vile human being?
I'm glad you asked me because I had a chance to talk with him backstage. And he was
Hey! Toronto pushed him down.
Oh, is he got another ref gonna get hit? I might have to go in.
You don't want to push 2 count Lou down. He might count to 3 or higher.
Lou won't put up with that. He'll disqualify him.
Gager riding the back of Marshe with this clutch. And Marshe's back is being tortured here. Marshe has had a history of neck issues, so you definitely want to keep a close eye on Marshe to see if he can handle this abuse.
He's been trying to get this crowd to wake Marshe up. Seems to be working.
He creates space, but Gager with a beautiful drop kick puts Marshe down again.
Picture perfect, right to the face.
You know, Mulligan is calculating now. He's very vengeful. He has no remorse for Mulligan, the fans, or anybody else in this company. He's here for his own selfish endeavors. And the cheap shot puts Jazz onto the gymnasium floor, and he knocked the bandana right off of his head or somewhere else. He knocked something off of his body. Look at Gager going to work on Marshe.
Even more cheating out of Gager and Mulligan. Come on.
This is a lot of youth, power, and size, arrogance that he carries. He thinks he has an impeccable golf game, too. And he talks a lot of smack, saying that he's the best. And nobody can beat him.
Mulligan
that he's better than the rest. I mean, the will to win is something, but then gloating about it,
Oh, those taunting slaps.
at some point, having pride, having too much pride is a bad thing.
It can get you in trouble and cost you matches, but it doesn't seem to be the case here.
Whoa! You saw the sweat ricochet off of the chest cavity of Mulligan, and Marshe chopping the heck out of Mulligan all over this ring. And Marshe finally has a chance to fight back after what was done to him at the very beginning of intensity tonight. Oh, Mulligan crowned him in the back of the head.
And he's down. Capitalizing. Just a 2 count. Marshe able to kick out at the last millisecond. I thought that was 3. And the chance for 2 count Lou continue. As you know, it was a 2 count. We're gonna hear it. Hey, look, a tag to Gager. Gager's back in.
Mulligan and Gager started off this battle a little rough. They could not see eye to eye, but now they have no trouble as they pick up Marshe Rockett with the... Wait a minute! Marshe lands on his feet.
He reversed that.
Double neck breaker. How do you like them apples?
And the wherewithal. Reversed. Another suplex into the
the tag. Jazz is in legally against Gager. Check this out. It's a bunch of kicks that have hurt the legs of Gager, but he's recovered. Oh, drop kick to the left ankle and the left foot. Roundhouse kick puts Gager down face first on the mat. Jazz has this crowd in the palm of his hands. To the ropes. There's the first leg drop and another. Time to break dance. The fist drop. Gager might be history. Mulligan breaks up the count.
Saved by Mulligan.
That should have been a disqualification. Tafano has lost control. Wow, what an exploding suplex by Gager. Jazz has been hurt.
Mulligan looks like he's on the outside. Is he the legal man? Oh, shoulder into the post. That couldn't fall good.
Did you hear the sickening, crashing, thundering impact when Jazz's left shoulder went bone against steel? Steel's gonna win that battle all the time.
Every single time. And I don't know if he's going to be able to use that left arm anymore.
Gager might have whiplash himself. I have seen some physically intense battles between these four men before, but never in a tag team bout like this.
They definitely named this event right with intent, because this is intense. The fans are feeling it. The competitors are feeling it. I'm up here feeling it.
Mulligan with control of Jazz and easily muscles him over with the cut-wrench suplex. Almost got the win right there. And see, Red is very emotionally unstable outside of the ring. He is literally shouting at Jazz and Marshe to get their act together, and something just isn't working around here.
Well, he had him working as a cohesive unit. As you see, they haven't been tagging quite some time.
The fans have already seen well over 3 hours of amazing action as this event has hit its pinnacle, the big climax of intensity. And with Dissension 4 looming in the balance, everyone is curious how this match will conclude, because it will have a huge impact on September 24th. Oh my!
He ran into that big boot.
That's what you call a stop sign. That's what you call a collision. Mulligan collapses on top of Jazz and almost got the win.
2 down.
Now here's the circumstances as far as the rankings go. Marshe, Jazz, and Mulligan, in my estimation, are literally ranked within the top 4 or 5 in Chicago-style wrestling, period. And Gager wants to be in that picture too, so he needs this win badly.
As cocky as he is, I think he deserves to be in the picture.
And to add to the miscellaneous controversy, I think that Pro Wrestling Illustrated, one of the supporters of Chicago-style wrestling, would argue that Jazz is ranked higher in the ranks as the former CSW World Heavyweight Champion than Marshe. Now that's debatable. Marshe has a championship here, Jazz does not. Do you agree with that?
Well, does Acid Jazz sign to TNA?
No, he is not. No, he is not. No, he is not.
His rankings are off.
Well,
That's my opinion on it.
you have valid points, but I am not going to refer to any other organization but our own. And I will mention that yes, Marshe's in TNA. And yes, Marshe is being featured prominently on Pop TV, and we thank TNA Impact Wrestling for allowing Marshe to compete in it. But the truth is, Marshe's not in this ring right now, is he? But he might get a chance, because Gager just straddled the middle rope and he's hurt himself badly.
I wonder how Gager's soprano is.
There it is! Whipping him! Jazz destruction has wiped out Gager. He's been knocked out.
There's
He
his
could
opening.
get the win right here without Marshe if he wanted. Every set of eyes is focused on this ring. This is the main event of intensity.
As you manage those rankings, if he made the pin right now, that would increase his value.
What an event to end the summer of 2016. Here we go. Mulligan versus Marshe. Clothesline. Leg lariat. Marshe has turned it up a notch. launching lariat. That silenced the crowd.
Gager and Rockett are the legal men in the ring.
You sure about that? Forearm to the back. Jazz is in the ring. Tafano trying to keep some sort of semblance of control, but not doing well. Jazz almost slipped. Manages to maintain his balance. Sliced chocolate. Denied. He's in the arms of Gager. Oh dear. Shoulder first against the top turnbuckle and the big nasty spear. And that was awesome. Gager has wiped out Hot Chocolate Acid Jazz, and Gager needs this win as bad as anybody else ever.
Jazz is on the floor, but Gager doesn't see Marshe.
M80!
M80! Oh my!
Can Marshe pin Gager? But Gager rolling closer and closer to the edge of the ring on the near side.
No, he's gonna
He
kick him
fell
out.
to the gymnasium floor, and that was Marshe's opening to win this match. And watch out for Mulligan! Mulligan! From behind!
Look
the
out,
former
Rockett!
champion! He's rolled up Marshe! His legs are on the ropes, and a 2 count there. C-Red would not allow Mulligan to try to win the match in this fashion.
Good on C-Red for keeping some cheating out of this match. We need a clean ending.
Now Marshe tries the M80. He almost collided in a loo. Watch out! Hangover! And this time, Mulligan, the former champion, has dropped Marshe with a nasty neck breaker, and that's it!
Over!
Mulligan has won it for his team!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Because it doesn't hold on to win.
Sean Mulligan and Ian Gager.
What a lying scumbag Mulligan is! And Gager is not much better!
That's Sean Mulligan! That's the Sean Mulligan that pinned Marshe Rockett! Just like I said, I was going to do. Marshe, this is 12 years in the making, lad. You've known for 12 years. I'm better than you. I always have, and I always will be.
It's academic at this point, just Joe, okay? Mulligan is going to face Marshe at Dissension 4 for the title. It's obvious. With that victory in this tag team match, he's proven himself.
Tonight, Mulligan, you were the better man. And since you claim to be better than me, why don't you put your drinks where your mouth is? And why don't we make history? You guys are all about history, right? You guys want to see something that CSW Southland has never, ever seen before? 12 years, right? Well, let's celebrate it at next show. Sean Mulligan versus Marshe Rockett in a ladder match for the CSW Southland Heavyweight Championship. I'm not afraid to risk it all for this championship right here. I will gladly lay my body on the line for each and every single one of these fans. Now the question, hey, I'm talking to you, bitch. The question you gotta ask yourself, are you man enough to face me one-on-one in a ladder match? Risk it all for this right here, Mulligan. You want it so damn bad? Come and get it.
I think Marshe's a sore loser, but the truth is, he's got to defend the title next month at Dissension. The question is, does Mulligan agree to the ladder match stipulation? He's making the gesture. I think he said yes.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have a ladder match? This place is going to go crazy.
Marshe Rockett verbally has challenged Mulligan for the title and a ladder match at Dissension 4. This is shaping up to be the biggest event in Southland's history. Hey wrestling fans, I'm the Articulator Steve Kenton, and I'm standing side by side with Tim. Welcome to CSW Southland 4 Wrestling. And I hear you have a channel too. Can you tell all the fans that are watching here how they can access your channel?
Check out my channel, Live. Support those things
How long have you been working on this channel for?
About 3 years.
That's pretty cool. When you are done with your degree, do you intend on continuing your channel, or are you going to enhance it? What are you going to do differently?
Well, I mean, depending on what you decide. With the engineering, I only work for construction.
Let's get a good look at this t-shirt, because you've got a YouTube channel.
And here's the bed.
My goodness, Wolf Raging 95. Subscribe on YouTube to this guy's channel. Already has over 500 subscribers, hundreds of thousands of views. Everybody wants to ride the roller coaster, and you get to see it firsthand via this guy, Tim. Tim, thanks for joining me here for CSW Southland, and we'll be back in just a moment.